It's dark. I'm soaking wet. 23 miles into the day. Just got out of town and met the family member of a friend who lives close by. And she was amazingly helpful and put me back on my way. And I don't know what it is, but something just like got me so emotional. I'm going through the grocery store and I just felt like, I don't know how to describe it, just this is hard. This is hard, you know? And I think that this is one of those moments that I do it for, you know? I do it for this right here when everything's against me and I'm still out here and I'm still glad to be out here. And I'm doing it because this is what it is, you know? This is the Appalachian Trail and I love it. Oh, I love it. All right, underneath the tarp here, nice and dry under here, so this is the way to go. Alrighty, I'm gonna get everything all set up and then get in the hammock, get dried off. So I'm heading out. It's a little before 6. And I have a couple goals today. One is get to New York. Today's the day. And 2 is enjoy the sun. It's supposed to be sunny and 60 today, my warmest day yet. And 3, during the warmest part of the day, I really need to find a dry spot to sit and put all of my stuff out because a lot of stuff is damp and wet from the rain. And I think it's gonna be 20 degrees tomorrow morning. So I need to dry it all out so it won't freeze because I have the snow coming in like 2 days. So that is what is on my mind today. Every little waterway is gushing. It's so pretty. Moving right along. So this part of the trail is notoriously known as the deli run because you come within walking distance or you pass right by a number of delis, I think, in New York. I'm calling it the friends and family run because I know so many people in this area and my family's close by, so I'm gonna have a bunch of visitors between this weekend, next weekend, and possibly the weekend after, which is exciting. One of my friends called me today and was like, hey, like, can I come out? Where are you? She lives in Connecticut. And the funny story with her is, she's a couple miles up the trail hiking towards me right now. The funny story with her is I met her on Katahdin. She was day hiking, and I just finished in 2019. And she was like, we were chatting. She's like, what do you do now? I was like, I think I need to go to Millinocket. She's like, how are you hiking down? I was like, I don't know. She's like, I can drive you. So a couple of us went down with her, and she drove us to the Millinocket, which was super nice. And then she was like, what do you do now? And I was like, I think I need to get a bus. I was like, I think there's a bus. She's like, where are you going? I was like, Boston. She's like, do you need a ride? I'm going back to Connecticut tomorrow. And I was like, okay, sure. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, I could use the company. So she drove me to Boston. It was like the nicest thing ever. Like, it was the nicest thing ever. And we've stayed in touch. We've gone hiking a couple times since then, and she is, oh, in my shoe. She is a couple miles up the trail, and I'm so excited to see her. Also, I've just got to say it. It's so warm. It's like 50 something. Yeah. It doesn't look like I'm gonna have a day this warm for a little while. But man, what a mental break this is. So hopefully after this next stretch of cool, it warms back up a little bit. We'll see. So some huge news that didn't make it on film because I was just walking with my friend. I am in New York. I am out of New England. I made it through New England. Whoo! So I'm in New York. I had to ford another river, which was fine because it's warm out today. Like, it's actually kind of nice to get my feet cold. So yeah, it was good. So good to see my friend. So shout out, whoo, it's uphill. Shout out to Mary Kate for bringing me some food and some good company. And yeah, now I am going for it up this hill. Just walked through the beautiful field right there, and it was awesome. And I actually ran into just someone out for a walk, a local, and he was super nice, and we just chatted. And it was nice to just chat with someone. I think I'm gonna take a break here up at the road. There's a bench, and I'm just gonna chill and take a break, eat a snack. Made it to camp. Oh gosh. Wow, look at those caves. Oh, just trying to find a hammock spot. See if I can find a good one. Good morning, look at the sunrise. So pretty. It's like 20 degrees or something, which is chilly, but for months I was begging for mornings this warm, so take what I can get. Yeah, the only thing that's a little colder are my toes. But those will warm up. It's 20 degrees out, so they should warm up. And I have 2 pairs of toe warmers. I'm saving those for tomorrow and the next day. Wow, so pretty. Because tomorrow I'm gonna wake up in like an ice storm thing. We're back at it. Will I do my third 20-mile day in a row today? We will see. Ho ho. Would be kind of nice to get some miles in though, while I'm still on dirt. So, alrighty, I'm gonna get after it. Such a beautiful sunrise. Wow. There's this hawk. There's a hawk screeching. So, did you hear that? Yeah. I wonder what, am I near like a nest or something? It's just like, I think it's just like a red-tailed hawk. Here's what I forgot to mention. I've got some food left. It is not the most food. Oh no. Oh no. I think I've got a Knorr, 1 pack of ramen, and my snack selection is Balik. Balik, let me tell ya. So I end up cutting it a lot, but I don't know how to end these little clips. I just end up, I realize that I always end it awkwardly, and then I always cut it because it would like make the video long, because I just end up like staring for a little second and then like smiling and then being like, okay. So just know that when it cuts after I talk, most of the time it ends with me just going like, alrighty. Oh my gosh. The power of editing. Okay. That is all. Okay. I can't do it with a straight face. Okay, I don't know how to end it. What do I just am I done now? Do I just click the button? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Alrighty, I'm actually gonna shut it off now. Saved by the deli run. I realized there was a market like half a mile off the trail back there. So I went, picked up some food, ate some sandwiches. Feels so good to be back in the New York, New Jersey area. Oh, I missed the delis and the Italian food. So, I'm having a super hard moment. I feel fine. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But it speaks to something that's been on my mind ever since I finished in 2019. And it's like, my leg is fine. It's fine. It's not hurt. It's just like my muscle, my calf is sore, right? Because like I've been hiking a lot. And I just can't stop myself from going down this rabbit hole of like this whole thing derailing me. Which is not, like I'm walking up the mountain, like it's fine. It's just sore, right? And it's like, I'm just sitting here a mess. Because I think of all the stuff I've hiked through, the thing that gets me the most is if I couldn't finish, right? Like, I'm strong enough to have made it all the way here, through all of that. And the thought of not making it to Georgia, like, I can't handle that, right? I always wonder if I would have grown more as a person if I didn't finish the trail, you know, which sounds silly to say, right? And it's not like I wish I didn't finish, like I'm thrilled I did, right? I had an amazing time the whole time. And it always just makes me wonder, like, what lessons did I miss? Or do I just have this whole idea in my head, and did I build up finishing the trail too much? Like, I don't know, I just feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself to finish. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to finish right now. And it's not that I don't want to, right? Because I do. That's the thing, right? It's like, it goes back to that whole thing of like being gentle with myself, but also wanting to push myself, right? It's like, where's the middle ground there, right? Where's the middle ground between being happy with however I spend my time out here, but also wanting to finish the entire trail end to end, right? Like, unless I'm too injured to walk, I'm gonna make it to Georgia. Like, I will make it to Georgia. Unless I get injured. But why is that so scary? Why is that so scary, right? To have something just happen. Like, stuff happens, right? That's just what, like, that's life. Like, stuff happens, right? And that terrifies me so much. Because then I won't have done it, right? And in my head, like, I would let that tarnish what I've, the trip I'm having and what I've done so far, which is stupid, right? Why do I put so much pressure on myself? Like, why? I don't know. Anyway, that's all. Not that you need to hear from me, but there's nothing wrong with doing the trail any way you please, because that's what the trail's for, right? I feel like I'm saying all these things to you, but they're really things that I'm saying to myself, right? Like, I need to hear these things, right? But, like, you know, I'm not any less of a person if I don't finish this hike, right? Which sounds, like, obvious, but, like, why is part of me telling myself that's not the truth, right? It's like, no, you must finish or you're not good enough. I'm getting there. Baby steps. I'm getting better. I'm getting better in my head at dealing with all this, being kinder. So, baby steps, right? Whew, deep breaths. Okay, I'm about to run out of battery. I'm gonna keep walking. Good morning from the RPH shelter. So, the storm was a dudster. I think there's like maybe an inch of, I don't even know what to call it on the ground. It's not, it's like snow, but it's like not. It's pretty much like tiny stacked mini little bits of hail. So it's not even really snow, it's like kind of snow. But there's only like an inch of it on the ground. from periodically waking up through the night and listening, it sounded like it never really was snow. This was just falling all night, and it went between that and rain, like back and forth. So it didn't really stack up, and it's supposed to stop soon. So it looks like my plan to hike far enough south to get out of the thick snow sort of worked. I slept okay on my thermarest. So I'm glad I probably won't have to be doing that again. I gotta say, some days I feel like a roaring furnace, and some days I feel like a pilot light, just staying lit enough to keep going. I don't think it's quite a pilot light day, but I am not feeling great today. I don't know. Just a low swing. Just a low swing. All right, I got a second wind today. I was not feeling it this morning. I was not feeling so great this morning, but I got a second wind, and where's the trail going? I am like 13 or 14 miles into the day right now. I started at like almost 11, 10:45, 10:30, something like that. So I've just been moving. Like, I just like started moving, and I just like kept feeling a little better and better, and yeah. So this helps me logistically also, and I'm passing the Appalachian market today, that deli that's like right on the trail at that intersection. So I was thinking, I was like, well, if I'm already hiking into the night, why not stop there? It's a 24-hour place. Why not just stop there and eat dinner there? It's so much easier, and I can warm up inside, right? So that makes my life much, much easier. So that's the plan. Yeah. Still going. Still going. It's not that bad if I'm out of the wind. If I'm windy, it's just, I mean, it's fine. But it's a little colder than I would like it to be. But I'm dealing with it. It's actually not so bad. It's a good temperature. The deli, it's the Appalachian market where I just stopped and had a dinner, and it was delicious. It was delicious. And now I am headed back to the dusty trail. It's like 9 o'clock or almost 9 o'clock or something. And that's what I get for leaving camp at like 11 or 10:30 and doing 20 miles. Oh man, it's a day. It's a fun day today. Alrighty. Well, here I go. Hiker trail. You are on the hiker trail. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey y'all, that was such a weird day. Like, what's going on? It's like 10 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know. But the day got better, and I feel better. I feel good. And I just wanted to keep, I just love hiking. I just love to hike. To just hike, you know? Like hike. So, do you know? All right, I need to go to sleep. I'm excited to see my family tomorrow. I have a full belly. I'm tired. I did another 20 miles today. And yeah, that is it. Have a good night. I slept quite a bit, actually. I slept very well. Oh, and I'm meeting my brother and sister at the road at like 10:30. It's like 6:30. So I don't need to go anywhere for like at least an hour and a half, which means I can start moving very slowly. You know what's cool about being in the woods like this is you get a view of everything while you're in the woods, like even the other parts of the woods. So you see like cool rocks or like little cliffs, all that stuff that you wouldn't normally see. You can see now. Isn't that cool? Oh man, I'm doing like 4 or 5 miles today or something, which is chill. And yeah, the slush snow stuff hardened up, so it's really easy to walk on. And so I'm just kind of walking as per usual. Thinly wooded ridges. It's also nice because it's the winter, so I actually get like views pretty much everywhere. So that's Bear Mountain right through there. And the bridge, I got a view of it a second ago, is through the trees on the left. And there's the Hudson. Anthony's nose is over a half mile off the trail, so I'm not gonna go because the timing's working out perfectly. My brother and sister are almost there, and so am I. Alrighty, y'all, that is the section, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh my gosh, I look so sunburned. Oh my gosh, I'm in the hotel room with my brother and sister. They decided to visit. It's Kara. She came out with my brother, and it's great because we live in Jersey, but they're in like New York City area, so it's like this is the closest I'll be, right? The Bear Mountain Bridge, which is super exciting. And that's all. I'm getting fed and pampered by them, and it's wonderful.